everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, Place of Binding of Isaac Adderith Plus. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do a Lilith run. We've been knocking out these Mega Satan runs like it's nobody's beeswax. So we got Mega Satan Delirium. Oh, this is... I know we just did a Maggie run, but Hush... No, wait, we don't need Mega Satan. We don't need Delirium either. Disregard, disregard, disregard. Mega Satan, nothing. Well, greedier. Mega Satan, Delirium. Mega Satan, Delirium. Just greedier. Mega Satan, Delirium, greedier. Azazel has to do like the whole negative path. Did I not do... Am I out of my mind? No, because we did the Hush and Delirium last time. I understand. So you got Hush and negative path, and then you're actually done. I'm going to give Laz a try. So we want to finish the negative path and do Hush. It's a tall order, but let's see if we can get the job done here. D6AB, S1A9. And if I mess up the to-do list, I apologize. It's a lot easier to look like you know what you're doing when the to-do list is long. So when it gets highly specific that, you know, you can start to flounder a little bit like the main character's best friend in The Little Mermaid. That's ignorant. Her best friend was, you know, Sebastian the Crab? I mean, that dude ain't no lobster. Let's be honest. He's a crab. He's probably a crab. I don't know. Disney movies have permanently, like, warped what animals look like in my brain. They're just reasonable facsimiles. Is this, it's not an XL floor. Dude, we've been getting long floors. Look at this. There should be something in the Geneva Convention that's like, if a floor is basement 1, or cellar 1, or burning basement 1, you can't have more than 2 rooms that are larger than the normal, like, you know, 1x1 size. We got a 2x2. We got a 3/4 2x2. We might even have more than that, you never know. Mind you, it's going, like, completely fine to start with here. You know the Lazarus game plan. I prefer to get the, whole resurrection business out of the way as soon as is conceivably possible. Respawn with... Predominantly, I'm looking for that damage multiplier. Keep in mind, I'm trying to, like, keep a good pace here as well. We want the 0 luck as well as opposed to the -1 luck. Obviously, we need to find a item room first. There's a chest hidden behind... Ooh, it's a stone chest. Hidden behind some stones of its own there. We're not going to get any bombs unless we get some right here. The hail... Don't take it yet. I almost took it. That would have been very silly. So here's... Oh, let me get some bombs as well. Here's what I'm thinking. We probably want to get the golden chest because I don't think a single bomb will do this. I've been loving these self-sack rooms lately. Let's come in, give them a little love. Why not? We feel blessed. Stat bonus. Tears upgrade. All of a sudden, not so silly anymore, is it? Look at that, the halo. Not a tears upgrade, but our speed is at least out of control here. I think I'm feeling better about our pace. I am hoping, by the way, to get to enough money to get an arcade on the next floor, but kind of skeptical about our chances here. I'm gonna use my bomb, open this bad boy. Decidedly unworth it. It's not like the key is a problem. I really would like this to be worth some more. Kind of want to play the self-sacrifice room one last time, but... Like, do we need... We've already done Mega Satan. Yeah, we don't need key pieces. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we don't necessarily need them. We could also just get a bunch of spirit hearts from it. It's too risky. I shouldn't do it. Will I do it? Normally I'd say yes because it would be a good subversion of expectations, but instead I'm just gonna say no because I don't think the economics make sense right now, or the egonomics, if you will, because I mean, look who's talking. Instead, we'll just play it a little close to our chest. We already got lucky with the way that the gamble worked, and it only worked out as well as it did because of the fact that we actually got the halo. You know, it's a great enabler for us to get the Lazarus respawn working as soon as possible. We're also getting a surprising degree of value out of the permanent anemia. Permanemia, as I always call it. It's also my favorite Tool album. And I've been making a lot of Tool references lately. Yeah, it's because I'm ignorant. I don't really know anything about Tool. I missed that when I was, you know, growing my musical interest back in the... What a pretentious way to put it, by the way. But when I was growing my musical interest, you know, back in my teenage and young adult years. I went off in the, you know, the John Bryan sort of school of, you know, Los Campesinos, how twee can you go? Instead of the Tool side. But yeah, the Tool faction, if you will. But I actually caught a Tool song on the radio. So we got a cool radio station called Fox here that plays a little bit of, you know, like slightly more alternative stuff. I don't, because Tool is like obviously a huge band, but you know, you're not gonna hear Tool on, you know, Virgin 104.1, where you just hear Selena Gomez and Bruno Mars over and over. And I don't say that to insult either of them. But that Bruno Mars, he's got some hooks. Please, save me. All right, we're doing very well here. Not taking damage that I can't, well, we haven't taken any damage, I think, actually. Not since we got our respawn. Yumhard is bad. It just does not fit into our, into my, like, platonic ideal for what a good spacebar item is, but there is the odd chance that we can make this work for ourselves. If we get super lucky, find, like, a bunch of temperance cards or something like that, all of a sudden, Yumhard, we can start to do business, but for the time being, not very strong. We do find our secret room. Ooh. I mean, we did find our secret room. I'll use a key instead of a bomb to access our shop. You get Dull Razor. Now, immediately less useful, but, and of course we get the Temperance card right off the bat, but immediately less useful, but I think you gotta look at this and say, the Dull Razor is much more interesting for us. I think I'll even try this. That was a 1 cent gamble. Did it work? Nah, but I'm not too upset. In fact, you know, we definitely want to like go to the Hush fight because it's just Hush negative, yeah. So we definitely want to go to the Hush fight, but I think we should take our time on this floor. You know, what's the expression? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If we put in our legwork here and get a little stronger, it's only going to make things easier for us and probably faster as well in the future. Let's go. Probably shouldn't have taken that yet because our deal with the devil might sort of undermine it, but... So we're looking for, actually, something like a Thame would be pretty quality here. Obviously, there's items that are better, but a Thame would fit well with Dull Razor. We could make it work. Synth Oil's lovely. Damage is getting out of control. You know what? Let's go for an Angel run. Not because HP is scarce, that's the normal reason. And not because we need anything to unlock, you know, that's the other reason. But just because Book of Belial's not that good, and it adds a little bit of entertainment value here, I think, to go with this. I think this is the right course of action here. Speaking of an ounce of prevention being worth a pound of cure, aka, of course, what I'm about to refer to is the metric system. Did you know, I was not aware until literally like 2 days ago that there are people in the world who don't know that a cup is a measurement of something? And I don't even mean that, I mean, that's really good, but Dull Razor's more fun. It has the potential to be more fun, at least. I don't mean that to be needlessly dismissive, you know. It's kind of a stupid measurement, I'll admit, but I actually thought a cup, now that I think about it, what I'm about to say is idiotic, but just give me a free pass for this one, please, because I'm admitting to it. Thus, grant me clemency. I thought a cup was a metric measurement. Because it's, and the reason I thought it was a metric measurement, even though obviously, you know, it sounds stupid, is because I've always thought of a cup as 250 milliliters, which it is. So I was like, it's in milliliters, it has to be a metric measurement. It's a strange way to think about it, but, you know, I think you can understand why my reasoning, albeit bad, existed. But that's true, like, when a recipe, if you don't know this, because I know Austin also, like, didn't know that what a tablespoon was. He just thought it was like a spoon. You just put a spoonful of this in. In some situations, that might, you know, work out, but always the kind of thing that's probably worth measuring. If you're down there in the teaspoon or the tablespoon range, obviously teaspoon's much smaller, but, you know, you should break out the measuring spoons. That's what they exist for. Similarly, if a recipe calls for a cup of something, it's the first time you're making it, don't eyeball it. Get the cup out. That's why they're called measuring cups. Get the measuring cup out. It's 250 milliliters. You don't just pour like a tall glass of it. A pint is 500 milliliters. You could accidentally end up, you know, adding twice as much. Anyway, this is a weird thing to get on a high horse about. I'm actually just trying to, like, be educational, edutainmental to a certain degree. A cup is not just a measurement that's like, you know, eyeball it. It's got an actual number value attached to it. What on earth? Now, if you want to get angry at measurements in recipes, a pinch is stupid. If you ever use teaspoons at any point in your recipe and then later you say a pinch of something, what are you doing? A teaspoon is already a pinch. Just give me like the teaspoon value. I want to be scientific about this. When I cook on my own, if I'm working off like a mental recipe, oh, that's so good. If I'm working off like a mental recipe, yeah, a pinch of this, pinch of this. You know, I've made chili so many times. Part of the artistry of it is just, you know, adding the spices kind of by feel. Until you know that it tastes just right. You know, there's a certain je ne sais quoi about it. But the first time you're doing a recipe, a pinch is, come on now, it's just insulting. Alright, it looks like I might have given myself an angel/devil chance, despite the fact that we look like it was fairly likely we'd take damage. Now we got a genuine test here, but we do have a great rate of fire, great speed, which is extremely relevant for a little Gertie fight, and good damage to begin with. Now, if we get super close to taking damage, we could actually pop Dull Razor and maybe get ourselves out, but nothing to worry about. Get a second syringe, which is good for, you know, max speed and high damage, but unfortunately not exactly what I'm looking for. But I'm not gonna complain. Just continue to save. Whoa, cash room. Continue to save our money. You know what? Maximize your chances in the future. I'm gonna keep this Yara rune. We've been doing so many negative runs, the Yara rune has lost a little bit of its luster. Not a lot, but just a little bit of its luster. Because it's not as good on the negative floor, you know, the dark womb, as it is on the chest. It's not the dark womb, it's dark room. Like in Life is Strange. You're looking happily deranged. Now, I should have saved the bomb, but we didn't really have a chance there, did we? All angel statues, I believe, now give a key piece. I said that earlier. What I meant was that both angel statues in an angel room will give it. I don't know if it's actually true if all angel statues throughout the game will give it, but I hope that that's the case. Good work. Easy money. We're actually on pace, and we need to be on pace because we want to do the Hush fight. We can do Hush negative, and then we'll actually have everything done as Lazarus. And, you know, those of you who know me, know I think I actually prefer Lazarus as a character. Let me put it this way. I rate Lazarus higher as a character than most people out there in the Isaac community. A lot of people seem to think Lazarus is unremarkable. I can understand it, but I kind of appreciate the fact that Lazarus has like a built-in early game puzzle. That was so dumb. Of like, you know, when should you use the resurrection mechanic? Because it is an extremely non-negligible part of the Lazarus game. I mean, you could probably negligee it. That's not really, I think, what non-negligible means, but now you could negate it. You could decide just to ignore it even, but it's at your own peril because it is a strong way to improve the run. I should not have stood there. This is what happens, you know, you get a little bit of Isaac affluenza. Get some spirit hearts under our belts here. I was gonna say under our belly, which is where, you know, if something's under your belt, I suppose it would be under your belly as well. I am going to... I was thinking, I don't want to blow these guys up, even though the money might be worth it. So I want to save bombs. I want to see if this guy drops bombs first. Just HP. We're going to get a bomb by using Yara regardless. So I'm going to try this. Put this down. Got an extra nickel. Yara. So we're going to get 4 luck upgrades. A bomb. A lot more money. I don't care about the coupon in this situation. Although we could use it to get quite a lot of free stuff because of the battery charges. But it's only, it would give us 15 cents worth of free stuff, so I don't think it's necessarily worth it. What? Oh, did I buy that? It could be worse, could be worse. What's the pill? Verp. Gives us another Tears upgrade. So we will then buy Verp, which will give us another Tears upgrade. That's very good. This is a smart run. Like, we're playing intelligently. Have we been buoyed by a little bit of, you know, fortuitous drops? Yeah, dude, we got, you know, the best 2/3 of syringe you could ever ask for. Within reason. We've been able to play blood banks and get some good stuff out of it. PhD's lovely. Perks is not really that relevant, but yeah, I mean, we've had luck on our side, to some extent at least. We've also made some plays that I would consider, you know, independently sort of creative and fun. Oh, dude, please. We do want to, like, get a move on, no question. Here's the dream play. We got 5 luck. Oh my god. You give me HP that I can use to play the blood bank and get more HP. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about like an HP upgrade, but you know, take your time. Since we don't need to make it the boss rush, that's pretty bad. And you know what? We tried. Since we don't need to make it the boss rush, we're doing fine on time, to be honest with you as well. I kind of like this trinket. It's got a little charm to it, even though it's not overly offensively useful. 30-something% chance of a deal with the devil here, like a 35.4% chance or something. Of a deal with the angel, I meant to say. So we got lucky. We did get a deal with the angel. Now that's a trinket everyone can enjoy. Curved Horn, Magician, the Devil. Devil's a better card. What are those? Angelic Prism, Eclipsed by the Moon. It's just it's a attack fly. What happens if a shot goes through it? What happens if you find yourself living in a shotgun shack? Ooh, if you can get your own tier to go through it, it turns into many tiers. Yo, that's pretty cool. And I think, I mean, at first blush, it seems relatively easy to enable that, to be honest with you. Forget the blood bank. Not relevant. We're a minute and a half behind schedule. We definitely want to make sure we're making it to Hush with as much certainty as possible, so just start to leave non-essential stuff behind. Thank you, Gimpy. I mean, we do have 6 luck, so I'm thinking Gimpy is a fairly, it's gonna be a fairly good friend of ours as we make our way through this. So anytime that we're able to conceivably shoot with the prism helping us, we're gonna do so. But we shouldn't, like, cannibalize the entire run just to make the prism work. But in situations where it can happen, let's make it happen. Still looking for a dull razor enabler. Don't really have one of those yet. Dude, I gotta hand it to him. This seems like a cool item in a booster pack. I'll, you know, recognize that I haven't always been the most open-minded about every item that I've seen in a booster pack, and, you know, that's my own personal mountain to climb, but, this one has won me over right off the bat. Maybe a little harder to enable than I gave it credit for, but look at that. When it works, it works. So got another 18% chance at a deal with the devil, or a deal with the angel or so. It's kind of tempting to just go, but we have so much money. It'd be a shame to just leave our item room and shop behind. Especially because we can, especially when they're close together. We can keep pressing for advantages, and we probably have like 24 minutes total, I should say. Like, we don't need to be at boss rush. We can skip that and still make it to the Hush fight pretty easily, especially if we get like literally any form of mapping. Just donating because we can, and the donation machine is broken, so now we cannot, and we'll move on. 1 key for 2 chests. Give us some money back. Ooh, absolutely. Holy Light is a wonderful option here. We probably should have saved our bomb and used Dull Razor instead, Like, I have this too good to use syndrome with Dull Razor, but we're not getting any value out of it except for occasionally stopping ourselves from taking damage. We're getting a lot of value out of our bombs because our bombs allow us to blow up the angel statue and get the second key piece. Not that we need to fight Mega Satan, but you know, we'd like to ensure the angel statues show up because we're doing an angel run. Apparently there's some new items there that I've never seen before, like this one. Is it a rune? It was not a rune. What did I think was a rune? It would be cool if it gave you, like, it's a little overkill, but it would be cool if it gave you piercing shots. Either way, it's still a cool item. Like, I'm 0% hating. Do you think it works with technology too? Like, I'm skeptical, but if it did, that would be cool. Like if you shot a laser through it and it split into 5 lasers that were all different colors. Why not? Let's give it a try. If it ruins it, it ruins it. Oh, it's sick. It works. Okay. That's really neat. Alright, I'm glad they thought of this synergy. It's a very logical synergy. I mean, we're talking about a beam of light going through a prism. Like, it, for this not to be hard-coded, I mean, I'd start to ask if the developers had even seen Rick and Morty. I'm sorry. Even if you only get it for a split second, it's cool, dude. It's cool. So I'm kind of thinking that even though we have no need to, if there's a good item on Boss Rush, we could probably afford to do it. Don't care about converter or battery here so much. Nah, not worth it. We're not doing anything else with our money. We'll probably try to go to the Blue Womb, but not good enough. I'm not super concerned about our finances there. You know what? We know there's good pills, so let's check. That's a good one. We use Verp immediately to get to 9 luck. Kind of an intimidating number. Two of spades. Alright, let's get out of here. If we can make it to Boss Rush, we could pop the Devil card, do a bunch of damage. I think there's worse outcomes there. I think we can make it through it and still have a chance to do the Hush fight, which is, of course, what I really want. Oh, man. Holy Mantle from Little Gish shooting through Angelic Prism. Now, that is unexpected. So we want the negative. Forget Boss Rush. Get the second Angel statue. What do we need again? We need Negative Path and Hush. Isn't chocolate milk technology too, like, exceptional? I mean, the miter would be fine as well. Maybe exceptional is a strong word, but I might have screwed myself out of the Hush play. It must be chocolate milk technology 1. That's like 10 out of 10. So this looks like it might be a little on the tedious side. There's really no one to blame but myself for that. Hey, Gimpy, I just want you to know, like, we have 9 luck. So, okay, that was not what I meant to do, but thank you. When we bump into an enemy, you should have about a 190% chance to give us a Spirit Heart. So, the fact that you didn't pay out 3 times in a row made me a little ornery. Yeah, we probably screwed our Hush chances. Oh, my Lanta. But do we really want to do... Stop moving, please. Do we really want to do the Hush fight in a situation like this anyway, where, like, we're going to get screwed by super armor? We need it for the posted note, but, hey, it's who dares wins. Sometimes who dares, you know, loses a little bit. Loses a little bit of HP, unfortunately. I'm offended and impressed. It's just, you know, I never see it coming. You get these Boss Rush runs Where you go, well, the run was good, and then I went to boss rush, and the whole run just turned into a garbage fire. Like, Little Horn should not take that long to kill. And I can't even blame Super Armor for this one, as much as I'd like to. Like, this guy taking forever to kill is a national embarrassment. Surprised we don't get more of a window of the prism working. You know what? You got me. You're probably saying he's gonna die. I don't think so. As bad as Gimpy has been about Spirit Hearts, I think we got very little to worry about. Because even, like, the occasional red heart adds up. I'm gonna blow this up so we get better vision. But yeah, I would say goodbye to the chance of the Hush fight. Now what I'm hoping for is that we're vindicated, like, posthumously at this point. You see my game plan now? Essentially it's, use Dull Razor to do any damage at all via our orbital. Should have been doing it earlier. If we're gonna play that card, maybe I shouldn't have to be doing it to begin with. What a stilted expression. Shouldn't to have to be doing it in the first place. I don't know why all of a sudden it seems like our highest damage attack is our anemia creep. I'm guilty, okay? I got enamored with a good item, a cool new item, and I decided to do something that probably didn't have the resources to accomplish. Better men than myself have fallen victim to this similar Isaac-related trap. And it's all good. You know what? You get a free show here. We get to watch a little bit of boss rush action for no reason whatsoever. It's a lot of fun. We have fun here, you know, watching me fight against Gertie for 25 years. Gertie and the Jets. I am, like, losing my mind. Just let me use my orbital for everything. Yeah, dude. Sign me up. Sign me up for taking a lot of preventable damage. Just to slightly speed up this fight. The worst part about this is that chocolate milk didn't even make it any better. Actually, the worst part about it is that we absolutely did not need to do this in the first place. That's the real problem. Is that we're garnering so little benefit for such great cost. There is a silver lining, though. Like, Ragman, dude is getting hard countered. Can you tell there's status effects connected to these? You know, by the way, that I am, you know, I come by it honestly. I'm looking at this and I'm going, we could still make the Hush fight. There's still a chance. Again, I do question whether or not I would even want to fight the Hush. I shouldn't frame it like the run is bad, because it's not, but it seems to not handle bosses very nicely. We can afford to be very aggressive here. Any damage we take is not damage you should be rolling your eyes at. That's productive damage to finish the fight off faster. So we have a better chance to get to the Hush fight, because there is more than enough HP to go around. Get crapped on, dude. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. I didn't want it yet. No, it's okay. This damage is fine. Doesn't look fine, is fine. Kind of like DJ Qualls. I don't know. My apologies. Let me out. You know that song by the Sam Roberts Band, I'm Not Ready to Go? That might be by the Trues. This is the most Canadian music discussion I've ever had. I'm living the opposite of that. Oh, Spelunker's hat. I'm living the opposite of that song. The song goes, and you're going to pick up the words real quick. I'm not ready to go. And then the people in the audience go, I'm not ready to go. And then the trues go, I'm not ready to go. Well, here's my version. I'm ready to go. You pretty much, you know, solve the rest of it yourself. All right, please. Easy trip to easy street. Nah. We're still going to continue to use our orbital. I was going to say against my better judgment, but this is my best judgment. The orbital is the right play. It's only the wrong play if you get hit. If you don't get hit, it's the rightest of plays you could ever imagine. It's the rightest play you know. The rightest play. No, we're not gonna. Okay, see. It's good. We got 3 bombs. Probably we want to attempt to use those on the next floor. Dude, I just realized how the heck are we gonna kill Mom's heart fast enough to make it to the Hush fight? I think that's a wonderful question. Oh my god, it's a dead end. Alright, our dreams of Hush superiority probably die right there. Particularly nasty room when you're not killing enemies too fast. But this one, it does come down to me. We should not have taken technology 2, I think, is what it comes down to here. Oh no. It's a little unfortunate, but you know, this is, you might look at this and say, well, why would you take technology 2 in this situation? Because I wanted to see the light reflected through the prism. You know? Isaac's synergies might look like common sense, but most of them are learned through, you know, a sincere and severe degree of trial and error. The ones that work, the ones that don't. You know, it's sum total of many, many hours of gameplay. You shot the perfect shot to hit me. I'm a little upset. Not an XL floor. I know I've been saying that a lot lately. At this point, I think we just gotta focus. Oh, that's pretty good. Just gotta focus on surviving. Dude, the faster our rate of fire, the more time we probably get with the prism being hit by the tiers, because they're gonna fire faster, you know? So, if we're focused on survival and not on speed, then what do? Well, you open these, which there are several behind us, but, you know, hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. When we get the holy light shots, like, it all comes together. We also ruined holy light, more or less, by taking technology. Excuse me, sir. I know I said earlier that that was like a good synergy. It wasn't. Because we lost holy light in exchange for occasionally giving holy light to Little Gish, which is just actually like, who cares? Yeah, it's kind of cool, but is it like nearly as good from a damage dealing perspective? Absolutely not. So I'm playing lazily right now, and that's the cardinal sin, you know, to do something lazily in this situation. You know, we're already 30 minutes into the run. Why not just finish it off right? I'm gonna try to from this point onwards. It's just about recognizing that bad habit before it gets too far ahead, you know? So what should we do? Only pick up spirit hearts if we think there's any chance we're gonna die. If there's no chance we're gonna die, don't take the spirit hearts, because the spirit hearts are valuable in and of themselves. You know, we could take them down to the next floor instead. I like this. Is this my reward for recognizing bad play? No, it's just quite a lot of money. Well, we can still have a pretty good chance to accomplish something worthwhile in this run. All we gotta do is beat the lamb. Shouldn't be too bad. I do hate Skolex. We have like a 5.5% chance of getting... I mean, we shouldn't have picked that up, but... we have like a... Oh my god, we definitely shouldn't have picked it up. We have a 5.5% chance of getting a deal with the angel. Nothing. But we don't deserve anything there. We'll take our HP. We'll go. Should have had, you know, way more HP than we do. But my brain is in, like, full tilt poker right now. If we get really, really lucky, get out of jail free, or possibly, like, Mega Maw, could allow us to open the blue womb door. But let's be real, we don't want to fight Hush. What we want is a D4. Like, get rid of this run. Scrap it for something else. There's a lot of good things to take away from this run. Like, I'll never... Oh, wow, that was fast. I'll never forget Angelic Prism. After I get it like 6 or 7 more times, it really cemented in the old memory banks. I'll never forget it. Let's go. But we wanna break free from the mistakes of the past here to play the crappy games that suck butt. And the mistake was technology. I'm just learning, you know. I want technology to be so much better than it actually is. And technology's fine. Technology 2 is the bummer. Let's just try to speed this up. We do have a chance of getting a deal of some sort here. No! I was doing all right there. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Well, we're down to Shoal, and this run, I don't want to blame anybody but myself. But my dude, Gimpy, you gotta give me a little juice. I walked it. No, I didn't. I managed to hit the button in time. Thank God. You gotta give us a little juice, my dude. We got 9 luck, and you're still holding out with these Gimpy plays? Like, what world am I living in? Hematemesis is a get-out-of-jail-free card. Please, the virus? Oh. This is a throw. Just hold it together, dude. Tears up. Still worth something. Thank God we got Mom's Key helping us out in the everything department, more or less. You know what? Let's take explosive diarrhea. I smell a magic mush. Must have been my armpits. I want to take this opportunity to mention that I am a moron. Oh my god. This is one of the actual worst mistakes I've ever made in Isaac. Technology 2 still allows you to shoot a tier. Oh, that's a brain fart and a half. This run is actually fine, and I am just an idiot. At least I recognized it before the end. People are still gonna be upset, some people at least, but that's, you know, entertaining at the very least. Oh my god. So what am I getting at? What was the mistake? Well, I've only been shooting the technology laser this whole time. Turns out we still have one perfectly functional eyeball that can shoot an amazing, you know, holy light, high damage chocolate milk shot in there. Moreover, if we really play our cards right, we could split that shot into 5 at many opportunities, and oh my god, the damage output is 10 times better. Oh, that's your cue to stop playing Isaac for the rest of the day. But you know what? Again, at least we recognized it before the end. We probably could have done Hush, but who cares? Oh, there's redemption at the end. It's like, you know, we're Darth Vader. We made some mistakes. That's probably a pretty polite way to describe what Darth Vader did. Okay, I mean, you gotta take Relic. We have no reason whatsoever to fight this guy except to increment the Relic counter. I don't even know if it works like that, but... It's also, now I'm realizing this run is great and I was a moron. So I'm like, oh, we got the mulligan. And we have 9 luck. You know what that means. We're doing everything. I mean, we actually have no reason to do Mega Satan, but we'll do it anyway. Or sorry, wait, no. We have no reason to do Mega Satan. Yeah, that's correct. But as my penance, I'll do it regardless. Yeah. Man, this run is actually, like, really good now. So 9 luck, you know, I'm jonesing for some items here. D6. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay, that'll do. I don't think I've ever messed up the value in a run by this much, especially for items that I've seen before. Like, I should know that technology chocolate milk still allows you to shoot, because technology's a one eyeball thing. It's actually because of the fact that the shot is charged that I was able to be willfully ignorant for so long. Not that that's a great excuse in the end. I dodged 100% into that. Yeah, spider bite is fine. If we can shoot consistently into the prism, like, the damage output is outrageous. It's harder than you'd think. And the rate of fire allows it to charge so quickly. Man. I'm not salty. The only thing I'm salty about is that I said a lot of things that now seem stupid in hindsight. Because they were ill-founded. I'd rather take Abel and reroll Kamikaze, even though none of them are really amazing. So I basically just, it's like someone having mom's knife, but not knowing that you can charge it to shoot it, and being like, I don't want to walk into the enemies. This run sucks. You know, it's ignorant, basically. Like, look at the damage output when we got that prism working on our behalf, instead of against us. Well, I would not like to do a victory lap, please. We did get the posted filled, but Hush will have to wait for a later day. Like TJ from the Weekenders. Stigmata, dude. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, we should stomp on Mega Satan. Stomp. Stomp. Let it all out. These are the things we can do without. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. Not the best Mega Satan run we've ever had, but dude, way better than I was giving it credit for. Just the only thing we can do to mess things up would be to focus too much on the prism, because, like, there's just times when it doesn't work. It is worth waiting, I think, a second to make sure the shot hits, though. Like, obviously here we want to shoot, but if we can get the shot to hit later, we can also, like, move the shot into it, probably. Like, look at that! Using the power of, like, you know, movement. Yeah, exactly. If we can shoot on a diagonal while moving in the direction of that diagonal. Diagonal. That being said, I'm overthinking it, because, like, we're good. Little risky. Missed my window. That's fine. You're probably done and dusted. Go to phase 2. Again, we don't even need to fight this guy. In fact, we don't even accomplish anything except, like, some intrinsic value in having defeated him. Because we've already done this, says Lazarus, apparently. Look at that. It, like, took him down a tick in damage. Like a phase in damage, all by its lonesome. That was lovely. Great item. My apologies for being a moron. Oh, we already have it anyway. My apologies for being a moron. We've unlocked Pandora's Box, a lovely item. Hopefully that helps ease the pain a little bit. Plus my own recognizance of the fact that I messed it up. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.